All right, here's my contention. When you are a using a free website and you are expected to watch ads, you are not a customer of anything. Lewis Rossman would say, "Oh, YouTube's finally catching on that the users are, or sorry, users that use ad blocks aren't customers, but they really never have been." And here's kind of how this works: is as a user, you make YouTube negative so many cents. You're probably not profitable for YouTube at all as an ad watcher, and they try to give some of the revenue of advertisements to the YouTubers, but that's really kind of gone down the drain. It's not really viable anymore. But what they do is they say, here we have, for example, 13 billion users or something. And then they go to the advertisers and say, hey, buy our ad space. We got 13 billion users, and we serve ads to them. So then the advertiser is paying per view of ad. And what happens is YouTube then spends the money on the bandwidth and everything. Then hopefully they make it all back if enough people are watching ads. But really, as a user, you're probably not worth it. If you were the sole user of YouTube, you would probably be losing them money. But as a collective, you have a value because you can sell that to advertisers. You are just the product. You are not a customer of anything. You are being bought and sold by YouTube and advertisers. So what's happened though is now that they have YouTube Premium, you are no longer 0.00001% of the user base. Now you are potentially a $12 sale per month. And this is why they finally said, by the way, ad blockers are against terms of service. They didn't give a shit before because they knew you weren't contributing anything. But now that you're potentially $12 worth of money, now they finally have to say, hey, turn off your ad blocker, pay us $12 instead, because now instead of being not a customer, you can be a customer. And that's kind of the problem with this whole thing is they want this paywall. They want you to pay for no ads, but they have to keep the service free. So they have this, now they have two sets of users where they have non-customers and customers. And for the people using AdBlock, they weren't customers before and they never will be customers. For the people that do subscribe, now they are no longer products. Well, they are still products because Google will still data mine the shit out of you and sell it and everything. But they also, now they've gone from being products to paying to be the product. Now they are customers. And that's kind of where I have contention with this, is that as a user, you really don't contribute anything. You're probably saving YouTube money by not watching ads. But of course, advertisers don't like that, YouTube doesn't like that because now, instead of being worth 0 cents or negative 10 cents, you can be worth $12. And that's really why I don't like this whole idea of defending YouTube for cracking down on ad blockers, because it's just simply not fucking true. That's basically what it comes down to. Is this fake argument made by people that really don't understand the difference between being the customer and being the product. You were never the customer, you never will be, unless you buy premium. And I'd argue that you probably shouldn't buy premium anyways, but I've already made a video on that. Well, that's kind of my take on it, is you were always the product, and even if you use ad blockers, you're still the fucking product. So why bother, I'll just save yourself the bandwidth, save YouTube the bandwidth. You'll be better off for it. Thanks.